what is up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe, and welcome to today's video, which is my March book haul that includes my birthday book haul. If you don't know, my birthday was March 22nd. I turned 26, and that's all the explanation that's needed for this video because I don't think this is the first time you guys have seen a haul. So I'm going to start with the books that were gifted to me and then go into the other books that I purchased this month. So first off on my list, we have something that is very different from everything on my channel, I guess, because it is a book in French, and that is Deux prises contre toi et si c'était l'amour. And if you don't know, I live in Quebec. I know French. I don't usually enjoy reading in French. However, this book is a romance book that follows a softball team. This is the second book. I need to find the first book for cheap as well. I got this from my partner. He was at Costco, and I got really excited about it because, as I said, it's about a softball team, and I played softball, fast pitch, whatever you want to call it, for over 10 years, and so anytime I can find a book with that topic, especially that has romance in it, you can bet your bottom I'm going to read it. So that's basically it. These four girls are going to a tournament in Quebec City, and romance ensues. Very, very hyped for this one. The next books were kindly gifted to me by Jason, who is a remarkable subscriber, and he has sent me gifts many a times now. If you haven't seen my reaction to me opening these books on my vlog, I will link it up here for you guys. But he got me the special edition books, well, alternate cover books for Sunny Disposition and Team Players, which are books 1 and 2 in the Mendel Hawks series by Deanna Gray. I read Sunny Disposition in its original cover with the man on it and absolutely fell in love with that book. Like, honestly, 15 on 10 would recommend. That was an incredible romance. It hits all the tropes I like. If you don't know what Sunny Disposition is about, it's essentially about college kids that move into a house together. Essentially, this girl gets stuck living with 4 hockey players. I believe there's 4 of them. And she has like this instant attraction to one of them, but what she doesn't know is that he's the same guy she's been talking to online for years, who had built a friendship and that had vanished for some reason, and then they kind of reconnected. And so it's kind of like they don't know they love each other, but they already love each other, but there was also that angst in person, and then one of them figures out before the other one that they actually know each other from online. It's incredible. There's some like the main character is a gamer, the main male protagonist is a hockey player, it's dual perspective. You need to read these. So anyways, I love these covers so much. So much. They are so much prettier than the men on the cover, even though the men on the cover, you know, they look good, but this is easier to read in public. So thank you again, Jason, and I'm sorry for that ramble, but you need to read these. Then one of my close in real life friends gifted me 2 books, which, thank you again. You know who you are. Bless your heart. So one book I got from them is The Bluff by Emma St. Clair. This is the second book in a companion series. What is the first book called? The Buy-In. The first book is The Buy-In. This is the second book. It's basically a bunch of companion novels that follow men who bought a small town and then them having a relationship with women in said small town. Very excited for this one. Again, it is dual perspective. Very happy to have it on my shelf. And I also got A Mile High, which I'm so incredibly excited about. This is on my April TBR. It is a dual perspective romance between a hockey player and a flight attendant. I've heard really, really great things about this series because it's a series of companion novels. The second one just released, and that one is about a basketball player. Anyways, super hyped. It is pretty chunky. I think it's almost 500 pages. Yeah, it's almost 500 pages long, but very excited. And the last book that was kindly gifted to me was by Amélie, from Amélie Boucher. If you don't know, she's one of my really good friends here on BookTube. Check out her channel if you have not yet. I will leave it down below. And she got me A Wildcat by Rebecca Genshaw. And Genshaw? I don't really know. this author. This is the alternate cover as well. It is another hockey romance, and it's kind of like a forbidden hockey romance between a hockey player and the coach's daughter. Again, dual perspective, and if you can see a theme here, I'm clearly in my hockey romance era, but I'm here for it. This is also a wonderful cover. I feel like they all kind of look the same, but I'm hyped. So thank you, Emily, for that kind gift. The next stack of books I bought myself, mostly with money I made from selling books from my unhauls, which if you have not seen the start of that series on my channel, it's chaotic, but it's worth it. I'll leave the first 2 parts, I think, will be up when you see this. So yeah, made some money selling books on Facebook Marketplace. The first book I got is Ride the Wave. This is a manga novel that was inspired by, I think, an anime movie, and then the manga was made. I think it's just 1 volume, and it's about this girl who is a very good surfer, but she's only confident in the water and not outside of it, and I think it is her romance with a firefighter. I'm very interested to see that dynamic. It sounds incredible. I know there's trigger warnings for loss of a loved one and depression, I believe. It sounds right up my alley. Very honestly, I've been trying to get my hands on this for such a long time, and it was finally back in stock, so I got it. The next book I got is False Start by Elsie Silver. This is the 4th book, and I don't even know what the series name is called, but I have the first one, and I bought the 4th. It was not a mistake. This is the second most interesting plotline in the series to me. I don't really care if I read them out of order. Sue me. This is a brother's little sister romance, so it's kind of forbidden. They have that connection already. It has to do with them, I guess, having to sneak around. I don't really know, but it's also the cowboy vibes. So all of that combined sounds like it's going to be an incredible time, and I'm here for it. The next book I have is The Off Limits Rule by Sarah Adams. I wasn't planning on originally getting this quick. I love the cheat sheet by this author. They are her books are definitely closed door romances. I feel like not a lot of people say that, but they are. They're sweet, but they're not steamy. This is about, I think it's brother's best friend. Yeah, I guess I have some tropes I really like. And it is essentially her, I think, going to live with her brother's best friend for some reason, and then he's kind of off limits, but she's like, you know what, I'm gonna try anyways, and they end up in a relationship. This is a dual perspective story as well, and I mainly got this because it was only $10, which for an indie is great, and hopefully I get to it soon. Then I did get myself The Right Move, which is the companion book to Mile High by Liz Tomford. This is the second book about the basketball player, and again, sisters, the best friend's sisters, so they're gonna live together, and I think they have to fake date. I've heard everybody who's read this has given it 5 stars. I have not seen one single bad review for this book. I am excited. Dual perspective, love that for me. Hopefully this series becomes one of my all-time favorites, and these alternate covers are stunning. Then another book I've heard great things about is The Enforcer. This is a book of book 1 in Lakeside University. It is another dual perspective book. It is a hockey romance between, I think it's a girl who's studying to become a physiotherapist or some career like that, and basically her last internship is for this male hockey team at her school, and she has to take care of her ex, who is a hockey player, and I think he's going to try to get her back. It sounds messy, it sounds angsty. Right up my alley. This cover is really pale, but yes, very, very intrigued in this one, and it's not too big, just short of 400 pages. Then we have this chunker, which unfortunately came damaged from Waterstones. I have so much beef with Waterstones for this book. I was supposed to get the one with the blue sprayed edges. They ran out, and then they weren't shipping my order, so I had to contact them and then ask them to send me just a regular copy of this. But this is Fireborn Phoenix in the Frost Palace by Aisling Fowler. This is the second book in the Fireborn series. If you have not seen my last vlogs, I've been reading the first book of this series. It is a middle grade series. It's very much like a wintry hunter cold vibes with some goblins and other mythical creatures. I am really enjoying my time with the first book. This one is over 500 pages, but it is also freaking stunning, so I cannot wait to get to this one, which is also on my April TBR. And the last book I got is The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. I found this one at my local Winners for $10, which is insane because this is usually $37 for a hardcover. This, I just read the synopsis. I don't want to read it again because I don't want to remember when I go into it. But as soon as I finished the synopsis, I was like, you know what? I cannot not get this. This sounds incredible, and I really hope I enjoy it. So that was my haul. I feel like it's very reasonable, and I'm super grateful for all the birthday gifts I got. If you want to see the rest of what I got for my birthday, like all the plants I got, the office decorations, stay tuned for my next weekly vlog, which I will show you guys all of that in. And again, thank you to anyone who sent me anything from my wish list. I greatly appreciated. You guys didn't have to, but it made my heart very happy. So that's it for me today, guys. Happy reading and stay safe. Bye!